connection. Que lo que? OGV episode 23, the Jordan episode, as they're calling it. All of our loyal listeners, we thank you. We had 1 week layoff. There's an explanation for that. We'll get into it. First, Lex, you want to talk about our two sponsors?
Sponsors this week, same sponsors as last week, same sponsors as the week before that. Flex the Hair, Golf Course Degenerates, CEO Michael Thompson, our friend, has put together this brand. He's put together this Instagram page, golf content. They also make great gear, like I mentioned before, shirts, hats, bucket hats, koozies, golf balls even. Check it out. They got some funny content and some good gear. Second sponsor. Ooh, I don't know if I have my second sponsor, but it is the it is the Nashville Stars. Thank you to Connor Laurie. He sent us some koozies and a golf towel. Hoping for an expansion team heading to Nashville in the near future. So thank you to Golf Course Degenerates. Thank you, Nashville Stars.
Yeah, you can follow them on Instagram at Nashville Stars. Do you think, is Lore the only one within the Nashville Stars that know that we're just sponsoring them, plugging them? Or do you think the higher ups are aware?
Yeah, he was not authorized to sponsor us. We're probably not authorized to call them a sponsor, but we're going to keep doing it. And one day watch us get an ad in the, at the Nashville Stars Stadium.
Yeah, if they sued us, our defense would just be cluelessness. It's going to be explanation at first why we had our little 1 week layoff. My brother actually got married over the weekend. It was a beautiful ceremony. Got to go back to the Bay Area. Excellent weather. It was everything you could ask for. It was just filled with love, partying, and just overall everyone just getting amongst it, loving each other.
Well, first of all, congrats to Lorenzo. If I had to describe him in one word, I'd say lover, romantic. So it makes perfect sense that he just got married. Shout out Lorenzo.
Fits his mold, huh?
Yeah, it fits his mold exactly. Once you meet him, you'll know. If you had to pick one highlight from the wedding, anything, I know you were the best man. I know you gave a speech. I know there was that saxophone guy. I know there was probably some drinks. What was your number one highlight of the weekend or the wedding?
That's a great question. I obviously want to say the speech. A lot of people saying I became a man during that speech. But that would be too selfish. There was a lot of, you mentioned the saxophone guy, multiple husbands, multiple fiancés, a few boyfriends mixed in. They were concerned that they were just going to get their girl stolen by this saxophonist. I mean, Justin Ward music, the guy's all world. I'm pretty sure he thinks I maybe wanted to fuck him. But I'm not too sure. I haven't really talked to him. I was also pretty amongst it. So I hope he wasn't like too creeped out, but the guy's just the man. Sorry. He was legitimately, he actually asked me, comes up and said, how explicit can I get with this? And this is before we even had dinner. So this is just post, this is kind of in between the dinner and the ceremony. So not even to the reception yet. So he's just kind of playing while everyone's filing in from the ceremony. It's like, how explicit can I get with this? I'm like, look, buddy, I'm in charge of this thing. And I clearly was not in charge of booking DJs or anything like that. Like, I'm in charge of this thing. There's no filter. There's no filter. You can do whatever you want. So the first song he plays is My Neck, My Back with the saxophone by Too Short. I mean, the guy's all world.
So what exactly did you talk to Tony about when you talked to him?
Not an extensively articulate conversation.
Where did you see him again?
At work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I saw him at work, handed him some balls. He said, "What's up, bro?" Called me bro. That was kind of when I knew that Tony was for real.
And was that basically it?
I think there was like a little bit of back and forth about, let me know if you need anything. We got some waters down there, but I mean, he was very, very present, very nice, I will say.
Treated you with respect.
He treated me with the utmost respect, as if like I see him every single day. He's going into Starbucks and ordering the usual
that the same guy? How is Cam Smith, the fisherman, mullet, untucked shirt guy, also just gonna, be one of the best golfers all year? It's an awesome character. It's an awesome personality.
Yeah. What was his quote about the $15 million?
Yeah, they asked him what he would do.
FedEx?
They would ask him what he would do if he won the $15 million from the FedEx Cup, and he was like, I'm good with where I'm at. I guess I'd buy some more fishing gear. Like, what fishing gear could you possibly buy for $15 million?
It's got to be Spears. I think he would get a torpedo for sure.
Maybe some radar.
Oh my God. You would literally have, this is like a really good decompression now. Like, what kind of fishing gear could you possibly buy? I'm setting up like 2 nets. Well, what type of fish is he trying to go big game here?
I mean, he's from Australia, so I'm guessing he's going like deep sea fishing, hunting, or fishing like swordfish and stuff.
Yes. I mean, he's probably got the whole 9 yards. So I don't know if you set up like nets along your whatever boat you're on, so you're just constantly catching fish. And then, what do you mean? What the hell is that like?
Are you suggesting that Cam Smith is setting up to be a commercial fisherman? Just setting up nets and not even fishing, just driving his boat around the ocean, just destroying the environment? Is that what you're suggesting?
I just assumed like he wants to be a legitimate fisherman.
$15 million of nets that are just stretching miles wide, catching.
He's just investing. Yeah, he's investing in his fishing career. It's not like he's what is he trying to catch one fish with $15 million?
Turns out the $15 million fishing gear is a huge investment for him to become one of like the leading like brands farm. Of fish.
We're just seeing like the mullet everywhere on packaging labeling.
People are like boycotting Cam Smith because of his capturing all these endangered animals in his nets, just scraping the ocean floor.
He's got the biggest fish like nets in the world, and he's just vacuuming the oceans of Australia,
single-handedly destroying the coral reef, the Great Barrier Reef.
My wet willy of the week goes to Twitter user at Dave94947471. Dave94947471. He tweeted, quote, and this is a quote tweet to the Giants acquiring Lamont Wade Jr. for Sean Anderson. If you don't remember Sean Anderson, he wasn't very good last year on the mound. He tweeted, ZZZZ, as if he's sleeping. Dodgers get Trevor Bauer, and we get who? In reference to Lamont Wade.
And what has Lamont Wade done?
He's only gone on to have an OPS over 800. I think he's top 3 in terms of fastest amount, like most amount of home runs and however many at bats. I think it's Lamont Wade, Willie Mays, and Bonds, or Lamont Wade, Willie McCovey, Bonds. It doesn't matter. That's pretty fucking good company to be in. Meanwhile, Trevor Bauer is a goddamn lunatic. So, Dave, 949-47471, you were getting wet willied.
All right, my wet willy of the week goes to a group of people. It goes to anybody that has done this crate challenge on the internet. I have seen 99% of people try to walk up and down this pyramid of crates and fall from what looks to approximately be 8-9 feet in the air. I even saw that somebody died from doing the crate challenge. Rest in peace. But when you fall and land on your head or neck from 9 feet, you can't expect it to go too well. So if you're doing the crate challenge, you're getting wet willied, but honestly, you're probably just going to fall off that stack of crates.
Very special guest, my former roommate in the minor leagues, one of my good pals, and just all around great sports guy. Good guy to have in the dugout, good guy to have in the locker room. It's Jamal Wade. Jam, how we doing, bud?
Good. Thanks for having me.
I know you've been begging me for weeks. Begging for weeks and months. So thought this was the perfect week. not a whole lot going on. We had like the Wyndham Championship. Shout out Kevin Kisner. So not a whole lot going on. So we could really get into the meat and potatoes of the minor leagues on this episode.
Sure.
We met in rookie ball, Jamal. You had held out for a large contract. So you arrived in pro ball a little bit late. I think you got there 4th of July was your first game, right?
Yeah. Draft was
Okay.
on June 15th.
All right, so that's where we're at right now. Lex, I don't know if you have any questions initially for him, but I just kind of want to get his take on the AZL.
Oh yeah, I'd love to hear you guys' take on the AZL coming from college baseball. I know Maryland's a little different than UC Davis, but then going to the lowest level, which is rookie ball.
What's the AZL called now, by the way? So we can
the ACL.
The ACL.
Yeah, terrible name.
The anterior cruciate ligament.
Like they changed one letter. Like I don't know why they. Terrible.
Okay, so AZL currently now the ACL.
Yeah. So yeah, like you said, showed up a little late. Was holding out, not for a big contract, but it's another story. But held out a little bit. Showed up late. Everyone kind of already knew each other, so I was trying to fit in. And then first outing was 4th of July, and I was kind of nervous. First batter I faced, my arm kind of going into it was hurting, but I didn't want to let anyone know, like be that guy to come into pro ball and just already be injured. So I was like, whatever, like I haven't played catch in a few days at this point, maybe a week. Just went into it, was like, well, I'm gonna let this one eat. Whatever happens, happens. Let it eat, hit the guy in the head.
Oh my God.
First pitch at Tempe, the Angel Stadium, hit the guy in the head, but they called it strike one. The dude tried butting it and just whiffed, hit him right in the head. But like it was nowhere, like it wasn't a buttable pitch. I don't know what he was doing. Maybe he was afraid it was gonna hit him in the head, so he like threw up his bat. But
either way, he swung.
Strike one, just lean off my
way to get ahead.
Pro career, yeah, getting ahead, control the zone. I ended up walking him because I was scared to hit him at that point. So I just walked him after that. So not the ideal start, but after that, got out of it in a run. So yeah.
There's got to be some funny stories in there. Are there anything or any like particular moments that you guys remember that you just like couldn't believe, or things that didn't make sense but were perfectly normal for like an international player or something like that?
We're about to go out to stretch for the 5-hour practice before our 4-hour game. So we were going out to stretch, and this kid had a cannon, but somehow only threw like 88 off the mound. But I don't know. He had a rubber arm, could throw all day. But so we'd always egg him on to just do stupid shit all the time, whether it was on the field or off the field, and he would do it because he just thought it was funny.
We thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, hilarious. So we're out there, and someone's like, "Hey, Bonilla, like throw the ball over the fence, like from the foul line across the field, like over the fence, like a home run." So like it was very far, and without stretching anything. And our intern lift coach at the time, Brennan, you remember Brennan?
Yes.
Yeah, he's like, "Bonilla, do not throw this fucking ball." Like, like pissed off, like dead serious. Like, do not throw this ball. And we're like, "No, Bonilla, like fucking throw it."
We're like, let it eat.
Yeah, crow hops, clears the fence by so much. Like, kid has a bazooka. Like, I would have tore everything if I did that. Like, I needed an hour stretch before I could do that. And he no stretch, threw it over the fence, just freak. And he was pissed, and like the strength coach was pissed, and then our pitching coach was on his way out, and he's like, "Now you did that, I'm going to tell the pitching coach, who was also Latin and like basically this kid's dad." So like he thought he was going to like get into him because he like yells at this kid a lot. And he's like, "Bonilla, tell Monzon what you did." And he's like, said in Spanish that he threw the baseball over the fence, and then the coach is in English was like, "Bonilla, you throw the ball further over here to the fence." He's like, "What an arm, Bonilla." And then we had what's that dude's name? Razo Iwakuma, right?
Do you know who Asashi Iwakuma is?
Oh, the major leaguer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's thrown a no-hitter.
He's thrown a no-hitter. He's a 21 game winner in the MLB.
Oh, I did not
This
know
guy,
We
This
so we
guy's-
started him in game one
that.
of
we-
the short season playoffs. We started
We-
Hisashi Iwakuma.
we started him game one. He had so many fans. Like, I mean, dude's the man in Japan. He's from.
Yes. He's from
Okay,
Japan.
didn't want to assume. But so he's the man, and he had a lot of fans there, like along the dugout, along the bullpen while he's warming up, pictures, like to sign and everything, cards, all that, and they're watching him warm up. So we're out there. We're like, we ever had a big leaguer coming down to rehab, we'd all sit there and watch him pitch before the game. We wanted to see like his routine and everything. So we're sitting there watching this guy warm up for this playoff game. He is throwing maybe 70 miles per hour, maybe. And we're like, oh, I mean, he knows what he's doing. Big leaguer, knows his body. He's been in the game for a while.
He's coming
pretty
back
old.
from a shoulder injury.
Yeah,
Like, that's
coming
why
back from-
he was pitching with us.
coming back from a shoulder injury. He's pretty old at this point. He looked old. He like some people when they're old, they don't look like Brady, how he doesn't look old. This dude looked like he was 50 out there pitching. So he's pitching. We're like, oh, like I said, he knows what he's doing. He's going to ramp it up in the game. He's doing the same thing in the warm-up pitches on the mound. We're like, oh, he's just playing with them like this dude, the GOAT.
Just effortless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So first pitch of the game, we look at the pitch speed on the scoreboard, 78 miles per hour. We're like, what? Starting off with a changeup, all right. Throws it again, 78 miles per hour. We're like, bro, I think these are fastballs. Consistently 78, maybe touched 80 a few times. Nothing over 78 to 80. It was like BP to the other team. They were double off the wall, home run, triple down the line. We're like, what is this guy doing? This is a playoff game. He's throwing the game.
I know you, Razzo, Jamal, I'm assuming you're on the team at the same time when Robinson Cano came down and played with you guys. Just any other stories of major leaguers coming down, good, bad, funny moments, things that they're expected to do, or things you didn't know they did when they come down for these rehab starts?
Did I tell you about
go
the
ahead.
Ichiro? Have I told the Ichiro story?
I'm not familiar with the Ichiro story.
The Ichiro story? So
Is this in
Ichiro,
spring training.
yeah, spring training. I believe it's 2000. How long ago was Ichiro playing? I feel like he's been still a player coach.
This was in, I want to say
19.
this was 28. Yep, 2019 spring training.
19. So my last spring training, I ended up retiring at the end of that spring training.
Middle.
Ichiro's taking at bats, and a lot of Japanese media, just a ton of people crowded around, facing the Rangers. This lefty's throwing like 97, 99, absolute cheese. Ichiro comes up to the plate. Japanese media is on their feet. Everyone's excited to see Ichiro. This dude pegs Ichiro, beans him. He goes just straight
head.
down. Yeah,
It was in the
beans him.
head.
Yeah, hits him in the head.
97
Ichiro
or
just,
something.
yeah, it was like 97, 98. Ichiro just goes down. And it is like, you could hear a
It's like
pin
the
drop.
president. It's like the president got assassinated. It was the craziest like atmosphere. Like
Everyone is just like, there's some people with the hands on head, like, we killed Ichiro. Like, this is.
I was on the other field charting, and that game stopped because Ichiro on the other field.
Yeah, they're stopping all the practice game. Turns
It's like
out
on social media.
Turns out Ichiro was okay.
Face Hunter Renfroe. He almost took me deep. He flew out to the warning track, and I actually did do one of the point ups because I thought it was a pop up. Same thing, back spun it, caught at the warning track.
I don't even
struck him out.
that should just be outlawed. The point up. It's like everyone can see it. What are you just gonna start pointing down for ground balls? Like,
it's like it's right there.
Right.
An outfielder loses it, and you're like,
Yeah.
you didn't see my finger, dude? Come on.
Yeah. Bro, I was telling you where it was the whole time.
Yeah, but so Maya pool party, went there, got amongst it, and then we just made it a night. We were probably out from 1 p.m. to closing of the bar, 3 a.m., whatever. Typical night for us. So I was planning on not pitching the next day and had a full day of practice, so hungover for it, probably still drunk. I think I was still drunk. And I was not feeling good. But so fast forward, we're in a backfield playing a night game.
First inning, by the way, don't mean to cut you off there. First inning, our first baseman, who actually ended up getting arrested and then released.
Oh, yeah.
The next spring training. But he is under a pop-up in the first inning, just completely whiffs it. Like just stabs at it and whiffs this pop-up. We're losing our shit in the bullpen. Just could not stop laughing. We're like, this guy he's hammered and he just missed a ball.
Oh, it's because he had gone out with you guys the
night
before.
I think he was one of the few that like knew he was playing but didn't care or whatever. But he liked to really get after it. Like he said, he got arrested the next year for some crazy stuff. But so everyone's just not really feeling this game. We're on a backfield. We usually play our games in the stadium. But so I have my turfs on in the bullpen. It's rolling around the 8th inning. The pitching coach comes down. It's like, hey, Wade, you have the 8th and the 9th. And I'm looking at everyone. Everyone's looking at me. And I was like, what? Like, is this some sick joke? Like, there's no way. Like, he's got to be kidding. And we're like, I think we're up. I think there was like no reason for me to pitch. I don't know why I was pitching.
You were also just literally had said, like literally right before the coach comes in.
Oh yeah.
He like nudges me, like gives me an elbow. He's like, looks like it's just me and you hanging, not pitching today, huh? Like the rest of the guys are like getting stretched out, doing weighted balls, whatever. Me and Jamal are just like kicking back in the bullpen, just slouched over.
Just look like idiots, like shades on, it's nighttime. Like we just look like the biggest slaps. Everyone's literally stretching. We're kicking our feet up. And then that's when the coach says, Jamal, you have the 8th and 9th. Like everyone out, like it could have been any of the other guys. They're all stretching. I'm like, this is a joke. So everyone sits down. I'm the one that has to get up, put on my cleats, and the whole time I'm pissed. I'm just cursing like this is bullshit, blah, blah, blah. I throw one pitch, not even close. And this is where I'm like feeling it because I was just sitting down. I think I had a perfect sit. Like I was sitting down the whole game. I get up. I'm like, wow, I am hungover. And then through the first pitch, went to the backstop. I go, I need a water. I just
just goes, I need a water. Me and McCacken are like, what the fuck? They're like needing him to get loose.
I know. They're like, you need to get ready. Like everyone's dying laughing. I didn't think it was funny. I was like, dude, like this is bad. I can't pitch. So I'm just drinking water. They're telling me to hurry up. I threw one pitch, not even a pitch. I threw one throw. No stretch, nothing. I eventually get ready. Like didn't throw that many. It was like, this is stupid. Whatever. I'm just gonna go out there. It's probably my best outing this was my best outing at the time. Probably top 2 outing of my pro career. My ball was. I was throwing. I'm a right-hander. I was throwing basically lefty curveballs. I don't know how I was throwing, but the ball had a mind of its own. I think I struck out 5 of the 6 batters I faced, or 5 of the 6 outs were strikeouts. But in between there is the second inning. I think I struck out the side of the first inning. Second inning, guy on base or whatever. About to pitch, the lights go out on the field. All the lights go out. It's pitch black out. They stop the game. And I'm like, this can't be real. Like, what is happening? Like, I'm trying to get out the mound as quick as possible. So the lights go out. Probably ends up being like a 30-ish minute delay. And the whole time I'm like, they told me I was staying in because we had no other pitchers. So I had no choice but to stay in the game. I'm like playing catch in the dark somehow. And then, yeah, I was like, I think I was laying down. I was laying down on the infield, like while all the lights were out, because just felt like shit. So I like laid down. Coaches are like, what is he doing? Like, I don't know how I made it through that day, but then the lights eventually came on, and then I finished the game. Somehow made it through it. It was probably one of my best outings. Like I have videos of the pitches that game, and they were absurd. It literally looked like a wiffle ball. like, you know, when you need to lock it in for the game. So we were like, we need something to pass the time. So we played Password, which you know what Password is, right?
I think I played it, but what is it again?
It's like the
So
name
Password,
game.
yeah, the name game. It's like you have two teams. You're sitting next to the guy on the other team, and they whisper to you a word. It could be an athlete, famous person, anything, and then you give hints to your partner without.
Oh
using,
yeah.
and you got to guess the player, the person. So we did that for a while, and then we got sick of that because me and Razo were just the best players ever. Because
We would clap people's cheeks in that game.
they were getting so butthurt because they thought we were cheating. They thought we were like rehearsing before the game, like, oh, we're gonna do this player, this player, this player. It's just like, no, we just like we're just similar people, and then we just both have like weird knowledge in like movies and athletes. Like we would just do like absurd people and just one word like hit, like literally not even like doesn't even give the name away, and we just somehow knew, and they're just like, you guys are fucking cheating. But
Dude, people would get so mad at it. People would get like more competitive with that than the actual game sometimes.
Yeah, I know,
like,
right?
There was one time where this dude, me and Jamal were on separate teams.
Really mad.
And I fucked up big time. Like I thought of the guy Ray Lewis. The word was Ray Lewis. So I whispered to him, Ray Lewis. And Jamal just looks at me and goes, "You're an idiot. Why would you like that's the dumbest name ever. This is so easy."
Yeah, that's like a one hint, like one hit, my partner should have it. It's just like one of those words.
He just goes, "Ravens." And his partner looks at him right away without even thinking about it. Just goes, "Terrell Suggs." And Jamal just goes, "Are you fucking kidding me? Like, this is the main Raven." Like, just the fact that he just goes, "The main Raven," he's just ripping this guy a new one for getting this hint wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
I was genuinely like very mad at this dude. Like I couldn't look at him. Like I was pissed. There are some funny ones that I won't. Do you know which one I'm talking about, Razo?
The porn site?
Yeah, I don't want to name names.
I won't name a name, but this was my idea. It was the top.
Oh yeah, you were hosting.
It was the top porn sites, the top free porn sites, and one of the guys on the team just
he's on my team too. I was pissed again.
Yeah, he goes. He's very, very religious guy. He just goes, "I can't do this. I can't be a part of this." Like this mid game in the bullpen, so I can't be a part of this.
This is like the question to like turn it around. Like this was like an end of the game question, and we needed to win. And he's like, "I can't participate in this." I was like, "What do you mean? You can't name one porn site? Like, come on! Like you can name one." He's like. And then Razo's like, well, we're like, oh, can we skip it? Razo's like, well, if he doesn't answer, like that's an automatic strike.
Like if you guys have a guy that's not participating, that's a strike.
So we go down the line and it's like I name one, and then the dude next to me, pass, got a next dude next to me or next to him, he gets it, back to me, I get it, another pass. And then so I just kept going. And we eventually got 3 strikes, and then of course the other perverted team we have got the answer, and that was ball game. Honestly, I think I do remember sometimes where you would like in like serious moments you just stare at me and just start smirking, and I'm the worst at I'm pretty sure he called it out one time like at me. It's like, "What's funny, Wade?" And I'm just like, "God damn it, Razo." Whatever.
Anytime, dude.
You gotta get Lamont on here. But like I said, I don't know.
Do you think if we had
too big time?
No,
he'd do it.
He would definitely do this one. He wouldn't do, I don't know, the suit networks.
The what?
He wouldn't do the suit networks, NBC.
Oh, yeah.
CBS.
No,
he's an underground.
He fucks
guy.
with you. Yeah, he fucks with you, which is I love it. It's hilarious. He really keeps his circle tight.
I like being in the Wade sandwich.
It's funny that he like always responds to your text too, which is funny.
I know. I texted him after that throw.
Yeah.
I was like,
really?
"Nice noodle."
What'd he say?
He was laughing.
He's a clown. Yeah, I posted like second best arm on the team or whatever, and it's like no shot.
You guys should have a throwing contest. That would be a fun vlog. Just to have you guys just do like a combine.
I would. Oh, just like everything. Just
Yeah,
any
just a Wade combine.
just
In
all
Orlando.
the bets.
Wade in Orlando.
Wade, yeah, just the Wade and Razzo combine. So it's
like
me, you, Lamont, and all come up with the competitions.
Yeah.
Each, or actually, we'll
baseball,
both.
Yeah.
So we'll both
everything.
come up with the competition, so we can both just absolutely throttle Lamont.
Just beat him at everything. Just be like, this is your leadoff batter, Giants. This is your guy.
This is your king.
No, that'd actually be hilarious. Like just a bunch of random events. Yeah, that'd be good. We should do that. Putting. I don't think he can play golf. I mean, I can't play golf either, but I'm trying. Yeah, we should. Yeah, everyone's seen the golf vlog.
That is true.
I have not improved. I don't think I've played since that day. Actually, no, I played maybe a few more times.
Yeah. I mean, anyone that's seen that, it's legitimately, it's one of the worst golf swings you'll see. But that's not to say you can.
Great putter, great chipper, great
putter, great chipper, great short game. Just
fundamentals.
Swing is large work in progress, but room for improvement can only go up.
Yeah.
This was beautiful. Like I said, we'll have to do like a periodic segment where we just come on and tell stories.
For sure. Yeah.
That was awesome. Thanks for
good
coming on, Jamal.
Yeah, man. And hopefully, I mean, I'm sure I'll meet you in person down the road. You gotta come to the Dale.
Oh, I'll be out to Scottsdale again at some point soon.
He loves it here.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to not love it here.
Just get me to Maya and Riot House and we'll be all right.
Oh, for sure. Maya, Riot House, maybe hit the Boondocks, anything.
All the blue bloods.
The vortex right there.
All right, boys. Thanks for listening. Like, subscribe, comment, leave a review. We'll see you next week.